Hey, I'm live. Hey, hello, everybody that is joining me today. Uh, is my camera set up okay? Let me try to get this camera up a little bit higher. Just kind of getting myself organized here. This thing doesn't go down. How are you guys doing? There. I think this is a much better. Hey, hi guys. Hey, Jesse. How are you doing? I am in the Philippines. Hello, guys. I'm in the Philippines right now. I'm in limbo, guys. What can I do, man? It's uh, it's really it's not a good situation in Hong Kong. I'm sorry to say that. And yeah, the video I did on the other one. Yeah, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm finding time. I just gotta find time to keep in touch with you guys, just to tell you what's happening. Happy New Year, guys. Happy Chinese New Year. Hey, Sonny. Hey, Sonny is my awesome Patreon here. Dennis is an awesome Patreon. You guys are awesome. So I'm in the Philippines. So they don't call Philippines here. They call I'm in the Philippines. Yeah, Philippine people are really awesome. They are friendly, and I always feel welcome wherever I go. It doesn't mean you have to go to these fancy places to be nice or anything. I mean, you go to any places, they say hi to you. They say, really courteous people. As you can see on this front, I said, can you guys take a picture for? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get everybody, take a picture. Yeah. So today I'm just gonna discuss my situation in Hong Kong. It's not good. Hey Bong, how you doing? It's true. It's the media. We don't know what to trust anymore in the media and everything. But school has started, or hasn't started. It kind of got suspended until the 17th of February, and now they suspended again until the March the 2nd. So originally I'm here in the Philippines for only like a week for the Chinese New Year. But obviously, I passed a week already, and I wasn't prepared to stay here for so long, and I haven't really booked my ticket to go back to Hong Kong as yet because I'm just there's so much uncertainty, and it's sad, and I'm kind of yeah, and yes, it's true, I don't know where I posted something that, uh, yeah, Dr. Oz, I saw the Dr. Oz show. It says, oh, well, this coronavirus is no big deal. The influenza kills more people every year than this coronavirus. So you don't have to really take it so seriously. And I don't know about this, I really don't know. Yeah, this place is awesome. So I'm at the pool area right now, and people been swimming since like 7 o'clock this morning. Here, I'll turn the view over like this. I think it's a little bit better, right, guys? Yeah. So you guys, thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate it. You're a legend, always helping me out. Yeah. So I see one of the reasons we decided to postpone our ticket is because I take Cathay Pacific and we got ourselves like budget air tickets or stuff like you can't really change it unless for a big penalty. But the Cathay Pacific kind of uh, like messaged us and said, "You guys, if you want to stay back in the Philippines, we'll waiver the charges," and that's really pretty much unheard of. And I discussed it with my family and said, "Hey, man, hey, Mr. Mitch, my awesome friend from Washington State, man, cool." And the thing is, they offered me that they're going to waiver the charge to stay in wherever I am, the Philippines. So the deal is, wow, that's unheard of. Actually, it's really unheard of. And I was just talking to my family and talking to other people, and they say this coronavirus is really getting bad. And don't think you're not in mainland China. You're in Hong Kong. It's still gonna, it's in Hong Kong. It's still gonna get pretty bad. And yes, looking Yeah, maybe I can meet up with the Winston and Matt. Yeah, in California. Yeah, and honestly, I thought, well, so we extended our stay, but when we extended our stay, it was until the 17th where the kids go to school. But obviously now the kids don't have to go to school until the 2nd of March, and still, what we understand, this is kind of a, how can I say this? It's indefinite in a way, like you never know. Might the March on the 2nd, they might say, oh well, we're gonna delay it even more, because what I think you guys have seen, this outbreak is getting really bad. It's getting worse. And another, yes, wash. Yeah, don't touch my eyes. I sometimes when I get itchy, I just use my shirt and just go inside to just itch my eyes a little bit. And I bought some disinfectant. I bought like 100 masks. Those masks. I got the N93, no N95, and I got the medical mask with me. I got about 100 of them, so I'm pretty safe there. Yes, and yeah. So Dennis, thanks for your comment. Awesome Patreon there too. Yeah. So what happened just these couple of days? Like yes, Saturday, the public hospitals in Hong Kong uh, threatened to go on strike. I think they went on strike because the Hong Kong SAR government refused to shut the border down, and that is really. I mean, it's not. People are changing this coronavirus into a racial thing, and it's just been turned into many ugly things that it's pretty sad. Uh, yeah, and it's, I'm Chinese and stuff like that, but it's so ironical that I have I'll, before we came to the Philippines, I bought like a dozen T-shirts, and it says "I love Hong Kong." So it just kind of tells people that I'm from Hong Kong. I'm not from mainland China. Please be friendly to me. That was so hilarious. But I honestly, I did wear the "I love Hong Kong" T-shirt. It's pretty funny. So these guys went on strike because they refused to close the border, and the sad thing is the CCP, they didn't want they delayed the news for the public, and which was really catastrophical because the spring, the spring festival, like a billion people will be traveling throughout China. So if this virus is highly contagious, you can't delay this kind of news. And everybody said, is saying now that, oh yeah, Wuhan, 11 population of 11 million people, they already sealed the province. They sealed this province off, but they don't really advertise that before they sealed it off. 5 million people from Wuhan already left mainland China. 5 million. So think about these 5 million people that were spreading the infectious disease around China. So at this present moment, the whole of China, in every single province, there's somebody infected with this coronavirus. Okay, because of the 5 million people, and they don't really tell you on the media. So that thing really sucks. Yeah, I gave some T-shirts to my Filipino friends too. Yeah, and this place is obviously really nice in Makati, but the thing is, it's kind of expensive, and if we could continue to stay here for a month, we'll be kind of out of budget. So we're gonna consider moving to a smaller hotel or something like a little bit cheaper in a safer area, a safe area. Yeah. Michael V. Originally, I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm working in Hong Kong. And during this spring festival, we decided to come to the Philippines. Yeah. Hey, Bong. Thank you. Yeah, and guys, I thank Jesse for being my administrator, and he's awesome. He's really nice. Yeah, and guys in Makati, I'm sorry to break the news. We already lost two cell phones. Yes, we did already lost two cell phones, and that really sucks. The first cell phone we lost is we were walking along Makati, and my wife, I don't know why, it's kind of her fault in a way. She had, the backpacks. There's the few zippers. She put her cell phone on the 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 which was the smallest one, which is facing outside, right? And she put her cell phone there, and she was just walking along. And then suddenly she felt some lady walk in front of her down like a really narrow staircase, because here they try to go across the street using the underground tunnels. And the lady slowed down and bumped into her, so she walked in front. And there's another guy bumped in at the back of her. So that's the time when they took her cell phone. And when they, after bumping, the lady in front suddenly turned around and walked upstairs and just left immediately. So my wife kind of felt something was wrong. So yeah, pickpocket. Yeah. So now uh, uh, the kids, everybody wears the backpack in front now. Okay, that's the first cell phone. And the other cell phone we lost on Saturday, and that was on the BGC area, and it's a really nice area too. And my son, we had a we had dinner there, and when we left around 12:30 in the morning, we're trying to get a grab taxi. So grab taxis are really, it's a little bit more than a taxi, but they're really safe because you have their tag number, you have the driver's name, you have everything. You It's traceable. But I called like on the app, I called like 3 4 times, but there's no taxi, no grab. So we were, yes, we lost, no, not iPhones. Luckily, I the kids lost too many phones, so I don't buy iPhones. I buy the cheap, I buy the Xiaomi phones. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's pretty good. I have I have my Xiaomi phone here. I used it for almost 4 years. It's still pretty good. Like no fancy things. Just a fingerprint scanner and one camera. That's it. Well, yeah, they. It's obviously they know. You know, we are not. We're just a tourist here. So we got on this stupid taxi. Okay, and I asked how much would it take us back from BGC to Makati, and he said 300 peso. So I'll tell you the going price is it's only like 108 pesos. Okay, so he wants 300. I said no, 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 man. What the hell are you doing? So I offered him like 200 peso. He said no, 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 250, and that's already more than double, right? And he says no, so we got off. But my son had these track bottoms on, and he sat in the taxi already, so it slide out of a pocket. So we he had this see. I think one of the things when you guys travel and the kids, they wear their headphones on all the time, and you don't observe what's going on the street because so much crap is happening. Especially when you're in a foreign place, you're not familiar with the place, and they have their headphones, so they kind of just in their music in their own minds. So he can obviously still hear his Bluetooth on the phone, but when he kind of walked away from the taxi, he knew that the phone was kind of in the taxi. So um, what we did is we went back to the taxi. So he knew we were coming to a taxi, and he pretty much obviously he knew that the phone was at the back seat of the taxi. So that asshole locked the doors right away. I said, "Open the door, open the fucking door!" Excuse my French. And he wouldn't open. So he turned off his headlights and just zoomed off. And so there goes our phone. And we talked to that really. I mean that situation there didn't really feel good at all. It really sucks. And we went to a nice place, American restaurant. It's the Wolfgang. I don't know if you guys heard of the Wolfgang. It's a restaurant from New York. And I told the manager, what just happened to us. And he said, "Don't worry, you in BGC. Uh, this area is full of cameras, and this is considered one of the safest cities in the whole Philippines, even safer than Makati. Because in Makati, when we went for the police report, they said, 'Oh, sorry, because the budget doesn't allow us to put more cameras on the sidewalks.' But you would see people with shotguns walking around, right? But I guess they kind of just stand there. They can't observe everything because there's just too many people on the street. So he says, 'Don't worry, we're gonna try to find out what's going on. These that will be on camera because there's so many security cameras around 24/7. Because they said they had a serious problem that people getting run over, like hit and run, and drivers leaving the scene and all that. So they emphasized putting more cameras out on the BGC area. So on Sunday, we went to the security office. They said, "Don't go to police yet. Wait until we get a footage on the cab, and then get more information what happened on the camera, and then we'll contact you. We'll cooperate with you and take you to the police station and sort this thing all out." That's a security management office of the BGC. That was really nice of them. So they told me if they grab this taxi, because all these guys just hire the tech work for the taxi companies, so they're owned by big companies. So if they have this tag number, they can trace this guy no problem whatsoever. So you'll probably get your phone back, or he'll pay you back for whatever damage, and we can charge him. It's a criminal offense because it's all documented on the CCTV. So guys, sometimes CCTVs are a good thing, but in China it's too good because there's just too many of them. And in China, when you drive a car, they'll flash in your face so they can see your face, and that really sucks. I don't know. Did you guys see my video? Check out my video. I'll put the card out later on. Driving a Tesla at night, and there's so many flashes that flash you straight in the eye. Anyways, that was good news. The security office texted me last night. They said today, this afternoon, come to their office. We're gonna have things sorted out for you. We're gonna go with you, report it to the BGC, the police station. So I hope something good would come out. And plus, before we came here, we always have travel insurance, which is really awesome. So that's the two phones. Okay, already lost in the Philippines. And I'm not saying the Filipinos are bad or whatever. There are always the bad eggs in every country you go to. Okay, guys, let me read some of your comments. Yeah, they tracked that driver. Yeah, I'm sure they can track him down. They're pretty sure about that. Yeah, I'd rather sit down in my living room listening to a great hi-fi bong. Yeah, it's Michael V. Yes, it's true. BGC is still in Manila. You still gotta be really careful. Yes, you're right about that. It's just something that some other places we travel that we're like unguarded, but sometimes you just have to be a little bit more careful. So I think, uh, let me see, it's 1 to 6, I think 100 peso is $6 Hong Kong. Okay, that's the ratio. Hey, Jim S. How are you doing, my friend? You caught me on my live stream for this year. Awesome. Welcome aboard. I met Jem a few times in Shenzhen before, and I'm sure we're not going to be meeting in Shenzhen anytime soon, my friend. Even for me, I'm not. After I left Shenzhen driving there, I didn't go back at all. So okay, let's get back to. I drifted off a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. But this phone thing was just such a hassle. And luckily, they were just like China. The Xiaomi phones wasn't an iPhone. And my daughter said, "Hey, Dad, get me a iPhone 11." I said, "After these two phones, you think I'm going to get you an iPhone 11? You can pretty much forget about it." But she didn't lose her phone, so that's pretty good for her. Yes, Bong. Yeah, pickpockets. Yeah, so we just have to be correct. Yeah, so there's always the bad seats in every country you visit. And also, I saw the news. People coming out from mainland China and from even Hong Kong and Macau now that they won't. You can't come to Manila, Philippines at all now. They banned it. There's a travel ban. So one of the reasons I'm kind of in limbo is if I go back to Hong Kong right now, I probably can't visit any place, and I'll be under quarantine wherever I go. Right, guys? So if I go back to Hong Kong, and I'll go back to North America, I'll probably be under quarantine for 2 weeks. Right, guys? But and I'm thinking about uh, yeah, put a mousetrap. I want to put a like a high voltage. What are those zappers? Stun guns, So they put their fingers in, they'll give them a few thousand watts. Yeah. So I'm in limbo. I mean, I can't really. If I go to Hong Kong, I'll be staying there for the whole time, I guess. So if I go to North America, I might go to Washington, I might go to Vancouver. I can go directly from the Philippines to North America, and I don't have to be quarantined. Obviously, I've been here over a week. We have our family have no symptoms of sickness or anything like that, and it's not required people coming from the Philippines to be quarantined. So if I go back to Hong Kong, I'll probably stay in Hong Kong for the whole you know coronavirus thing, and the numbers are going to be rising up. And uh, some of you guys told me that you know how did I get like 10,000, tens of thousands people will die? How are you so sure thousands will die? I put it on the title. The numbers are getting closer, and these are official numbers. Think about the official numbers, okay? Even in Philippines, there's the one person came from Wuhan to the Philippines, went to Cebu or something like that, and he died already because he was HIV positive, and his immune system wasn't strong at all. And another thing is there's another coronavirus guy landed in the Philippines, so he's been isolated. So after the second patient, I think the president banned all traveling from mainland China, Hong Kong, and Macau to come to the Philippines. So lucky, and you know, I'm lucky that I'm in the Philippines now. That's like still I can travel to other countries. So I asked about the tickets. So what happens if I can't use my tickets, obviously, to go back to the States because the ones are just returning back to Hong Kong. But for the if I had to buy a new ticket, I checked on Cathay Pacific. If I had to go return, like I go from here, Manila to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver coming back to Hong Kong, it will be 3,300 US per ticket. Okay, so I have a family of four, so you times around 3,000 times four, and that's crazy. I and there's a cheaper option, but it's if we buy the return back to Manila, we come back to Manila. So it's so frustrating. I don't know what to do in a way because when they say school was going to start February 17, I changed the tickets and prepared myself to go back to Hong Kong, on before 17th. But obviously, the date already has been postponed for the 3rd of March. But the rate these diseases are going, it's not going to slow down at all. Okay, guys, that's the fact. That's a fact. So I don't know. I'm just really worried about my family. Really worried about everything. I don't know what to do, and I just wanted to share. What happens. If you get stuck. So we can still stay here for. I think they allow us to stay here for a month on just a tourist visa. Not just a tourist stamp. We don't need a visa to come to Philippines. And it's not stopping the rioting from Hong Kong. They are still they're still throwing petrol bombs and still protesting. I don't think anything's gonna stop them from protesting in Hong Kong because I'm even me. I'm disappointed about the Hong Kong government. I mean, Macau is only like half a million people of population, and they bow down to the CCP. And for this virus thing, they banned the school indefinitely, and they provided emergency masks for all the citizens of Macau. So all you do is go to a pharmacy or whatever, you show your Macau ID, and you're entitled, guaranteed to get how many amount of masks. In Hong Kong, the situation, if you want to line up for a mask, um, it's only these couple of days. You had these old people woke up for like three, 3 in the morning, standing out of the drugstore just to get one single box of masks. Okay, and these people standing out on the street all night is vulnerable to get contracted by the virus. And like the government has, they say they're gonna get in some supplies, but no, there's no positive, no confirmed orders, no nothing. And some pro Beijing senators said, yeah, we ordered like a million face masks. They ordered it from the mainland China. They ordered it from the Hebei province, and those were the affected areas. And I don't think anybody, you know, everybody got mad at him suggesting this thing. And another thing is some mainland Chinese are flocking into Hong Kong. They know they got the virus, and they just take a towel or something so the temperature would go down and they can get to the border, and trying to take advantage of the Hong Kong medical system, because the mainland Chinese, some of them don't trust their hospitals. Plus, the hospitals is already overflowed. So a lot of mainlanders are trying to flock to Hong Kong to take advantage of the free medical system in Hong Kong. And Hong Kong citizens were really appalled about that, and they were making so much noise. So I think now, if you're a mainlander, you go to the hospital in Hong Kong, you'll be charged like a regular price instead of free. So that's one of the things they were really unhappy about the mainlanders. Another thing is the mainlanders came to Hong Kong and they got caught actually doing it. So I'm not talking with no evidence or anything. If you guys look it on the internet, what they did is uh, they had a group of people picking up used masks from the trash can and just cleaning it up and putting in a recycler. So they're gonna sell these used masks on the street. Think about that, okay, guys? And sometimes we'd say, oh, we're prejudiced against the mainland Chinese, but it's the people that do these kind of things that is it's just unacceptable. Picking up old face masks and selling them on the street from the trash can. And the citizens took videos on that, and they were just so pissed about it. And another thing is these drugstores, they selling it. If they have stock, they're selling these masks for like triple, quadruple the prices. And the thing is, they discovered, it's on the news too, that the manufacturing date was on March 2020. So it's a future produced mask. Have you guys tried future products before? So obviously they are fake, okay? They're fake masks, and they're trying to sell them. And some other masks, see, these masks supposed to be 3 layers. I think one is the top layer is like waterproof, so the moisture doesn't come in. The second one is just a cotton or something, and the third one is something that doesn't stick to your face. So it's a 3-ply mask, medical mask we're supposed to use. But those are just a skinny one, just a paper mask that does nothing. And they're changing the packaging, and they're saying it's a medical mask and trying to sell the fake ones. So luckily the Hong Kong people reported it to the customs of Hong Kong customs. So the Hong Kong customs arrested the guy from the pharmacy and confiscated all those masks. So you guys, people like that, just unbelievable. And I mean, it's such, this thing can be really bad, and people still jacking up the prices and selling fake shit. So they'll pay for the money, they'll line up, and they'll buy like fake stuff, fake masks. And then mask is not a luxury thing nowadays. It's a preventive measure to get the virus. So I'm really disappointed. That's another reason why I don't want to go back to Hong Kong right now. I hope you guys understand. But yeah, let's talk a little bit. You know, like in the Philippines here too. Uh, lot of face masks has been sold out too. I just took a look at I think the biggest pharmacy in Philippines, the chain store is I think Mercury Pharmacy. So I went to a few Mercury pharmacies and all the face masks are sold out too. So that's one of the problems. And yeah, some of my American friends are sending masks over to Hong Kong to friends or to mainland China. But um, the thing is, in Hong Kong, um, the the post office and government offices are not opening right now, even as we speak, and the banks are not opening in Hong Kong either. So if people want to do transfer money or whatever banking, you can't do it because the banks are closed. Government office are closed, most of them, um, and even the post office is closed. The reason I know it because I try to get somebody to send me some documents to sign, and they said they went there for 3 days in a row and it's closed indefinitely. So I don't know if it's serious or not serious, but if they close all these, these necessity businesses, we need them every day and they are closed, it must be pretty serious. And plus, think about how many, there's, I think the official numbers are 12,000 people are infected with this virus, right? So that's official. Unofficial, I think maybe easily 100,000. And every day, there's so many more reported cases in China. They can't, I mean, there's 10 trash cans and they have nine lids before. But I think this 10 trash cans, they've got like four or three lids now. They could cover everything out because I saw some, I don't know, have you guys seen some videos that people just like fainting on the spot, fainting on the street, in mainland China, in the hospital, just faint on the floor and nobody have time to take care of them. And that is very sad to hear. Yeah, wearing a mask is fake sense of security. Yes, like, I guess in a way. But for me, I'm wearing a mask is um, because of this virus. And thank God, I still feel safe, guys. Not wearing a mask in the Philippines, which is good. And before, like last week, there's still a lot of mainland tourists in Manila. I see them, but now there are more local people here, or Chinese from Singapore or Malaysia. I see because the Cantonese you can hear it with an accent. So we'll talk about the accents of the Cantonese later on. And like Singapore, everything is a la. Say something la 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 la. Yeah, it's social security. So Hong Kong has one of the best medical systems. Free medical care for the Hong Kong citizens. So they only charge $15 US every time you go to a public hospital. They did that because of people abusing the system, and it's one of the reasons they charge is because all the mainland people, even without this disease, before they would flock to Hong Kong and go line up for these emergency treatments, and it was free for them at that time, a few years back. But even now, they are charging money for if they don't have a valid Hong Kong ID. So that's pretty sad too. What's the topic, Ryan? It's I'm stuck in Philippines. Uh, that is for the people who's just joining me now. I'm stuck in the Philippines. I can't. I the Cathay Pacific offered me to delay my flight back to Hong Kong for free. So I've took that. I took the offer, and I was preparing myself back to Hong Kong on the 16th of this month. And but since that, a lot of people got the virus, and school has been postponed until March the 2nd. So now I'm thinking it might be indefinitely, for the schools. And if I go back to Hong Kong, I cannot. If I go back to North America, I'll probably have to be quarantined for a couple of weeks. Excuse me, guys. Yep. Okay. So I'm having to make the decision if I left uh, from The Philippines direct to North America. I don't have to be quarantined, and the border is still open. So if I go back to Hong Kong, there's many countries I can't go back to. Like I can't come back to Manila. I can't come back to many countries because I was in Hong Kong. That's really close to mainland China. So my only chance if I want to go back to North America without getting quarantined is leaving directly to Manila. And for an air ticket in Manila now, it's really expensive. So I'm just deciding should I just I don't know. So I'm just confused, guys. This is it. So the virus came from so far I hear is from eating bats. But if you eat a bat, for example, whatever thing is moving, the bat, when you cook it thoroughly, all the germs will be dead, right? Makes sense. And my mainland relatives told me they didn't just eat the bat. It was a trend that they were eating bat sashimi, so they're eating raw bats, guys, just like savage mode, like that. So the raw bat, that's where the virus came. Does it? You guys, what do you expect when you eat a raw bat, man? You know, what do you expect when you eat a raw bat? I'm Chinese, I'm Asian, but still raw bat. Come on, WT, WTF? And my relatives, a few years back, they eat this cockroaches, and these cockroaches, they were soaked in like tea leaves or something. Have you guys like in Taiwan? It's really famous eating the tea leaf egg. So you boil the egg and you soak it in tea leaves and some herbs and you eat it. But they soak the tea leaves. They soak cockroaches in the tea leaves, so the whole thing will taste like the tea leaves thing. And what they show me how to eat it is to open it and pick the ass out and squeeze the white juice from that friggin' cockroach and suck that way. And that is they say that's the joy of eating the cockroach. That's a culture. That is how they eat. That's a delicacy. It's a special evening for them. It's to eat that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's gross. we our family never even it was just roast us out. Us. So I don't know. It's just disgusting. And another thing, Christmas before I think Christmas time, I told them, "Have you guys heard of the virus, the coronavirus?" No, 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 no. I said it's getting really bad. It's going to go berserk. You guys should buy some masks and get ready, prepare for this virus. And then the mother told me, "Yeah, yeah, you're just overreacting. We didn't see anything from the news, blah 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 blah." And I said, "Okay." And I had a few masks already in my backpack. I always have masks. I give it to her daughter. I said, "Oh, we take it, but we're not going to wear it now." And then till now, yeah, they're in the Guangdong province. They are sealed off, and the son now he uses a VPN to check out the Twitter. So he has a Twitter account and he goes to Twitter now. So I think he kind of lost face on the news from the WeChat. And he says, I said I don't want to be the devil here. I'm not saying that the Western media or the outside news is better than the news you get from the CCP, but it's always nice to get a second opinion from the news sources, right, guys? So now he's getting the second opinion from other news sources because they are being brought up from the government propaganda news for their whole entire life. So if the government says something, they say, yeah, 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 we take it really seriously. But when the outside world says something about anything, it's just, yeah, right. So that was the situation. Yeah, so this, hi Daniel, reading some comments here. The rumor that the virus was in USA, maybe we don't know. As Dr. All said, you know, influenza. the flu every year kills like 100, 400 people last year. Yeah, if you want a good, like in the restaurants in China, I mean, I'm not going to be a Wilson. I'm not going to be a Matt. I'm not saying bad things against China. I'm just saying the facts that I see. Okay, guys. I love China. It's great. The relatives are living there. I often go to Shenzhen. It's a very nice place. You go to the electronic cities. I love it. I did some reviews on on cheap products there, and they sell on Amazon, which is awesome. And plus, by the way, I travel with my Google Fi. I don't know. Have you guys used Google Fi? I think actually one of my subscribers, Jim, introduced me to Google Fi, and it was really cool because when you get a Google Fi in the States, the roaming is free. So I'll be just using my phone in Philippines, just like in the States. So there won't be any roaming fees. It'll be just like my regular, cell phone in the States. And plus, in many countries, when you get a SIM card and all that, you have to give a passport copy of your personal ID and everything. They have to fax it to some you don't know place. So it's always safe to get a Google Fi if you're from the States. So I'll leave the link below. There's a $25 discount, and you can cancel anytime. So I'll leave the link later on because it's a good thing because I don't like showing my passport, to get SIM service. Yeah. So this is not anti-China vlog, but unfortunately, this China has delayed the news too much that this virus has gotten out of control. And what I believe here is the virus spreads really quickly. I think the influenza virus doesn't spread as quick, but this coronavirus spreads a lot quicker. So this is a lot more dangerous, I guess. Yep. Yeah, Muslim food in Shenzhen is really good. You have the lamb kebabs and stuff like that. You see, Mr. Mitch, I not from my mouth. It's my relatives from mainland China. They always say to me, I even said it on YouTube many times. They apologize to me. We don't have any culture. The reason we don't have any culture, we are different to the people from the outside world, is because of the Cultural Revolution. Okay, Jess, you know a lot about China, right? My administrator. You guys heard about the Cultural Revolution? All the scholars, the lecturers, the teacher, professors, successful businessmen, all of them were stoned to death or sent to a farm. Okay, so what the people, the low class people, rised from nowhere. Okay, so all the people had education, everything were suppressed and either killed or sent to farms. So that was the Cultural Revolution. All the historic sites, all the museums, everything to do with great culture of the thousands of years of China were destroyed. So that he said, please excuse me, we don't have culture. So that is that is that's history. Okay, that's why you see nowadays the young families have no time to take care of their kids, so they let the grandparents take care of the kids. But unfortunately, there isn't much culture in them because of the cultural revolution. They will wear these short pants, the babies, and it has a hole in the middle. So when they want to pee, they'll just lift open their legs up on the tree on the spot, and they'll just pee or take a crap anywhere. And that's I've seen that in my eyes. It's true. Another thing is when I came to the Philippines, some Filipinos told me, "Did you know the beach was closed because of you guys?" I mean, me. I said, "What the hell, me?" I said, "I'm from Hong Kong." Okay, I came from Hong Kong. I didn't. So what they did is, in the Boracay Beach, they cleaned the bleach up. They don't allow any more like wild parties or anything like that. So you'll see this old auntie from mainland China taking out the grandchildren, digging a hole in the beach and burying the diapers with crap and everything in it, burying it and taking their kids to the beach and taking a whiz. So that was the image, they were given, guys. So okay, yes, they are cute kids, they're adorable, okay, but when you see this kind of things happen, it really does take a toll, and people stereotype, right? So it's unfortunate, but the love is like that. Yeah, yes, Taiwan can definitely give a lot of culture back. So Taiwan never had a cultural revolution, so most of their culture is intact from thousands of years ago. Because how, just let me talk a little bit about history. I'm not a history teacher or anything, but it's when the communists, actually the communists and I think the nationals and the communists, there's two major parties. They were fighting against each other in China for power. There's a power struggle, and when the Japanese invaded China, the communists and the liberals were fighting. They joined in together to fight the Japanese. Okay, so they became like one party. So after the Americans dropped two atomic bombs in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, uh, the Japanese surrendered, so they left China. So the communists and the national people fought again, and so Chiang Kai-shek was the leader of the Free Party. So he decided to leave mainland China to Taiwan. So that's where Taiwan was created. Yeah, my mom's in Vancouver now, so she's staying at home most of the time. She might go, outside, take a walk in a park or something, but it's kind of cold. It gets dark like 3:30 in the afternoon. But she loves the casino, but I make sure she wears a medical mask if she goes out because old people are very vulnerable to viruses. So I'm just gonna talk for about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna continue to do my things because I gotta look for a hotel. This hotel is getting expensive for me, and I wasn't planned to stay here for such a long time. Yeah, she is safe in Vancouver. Yes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, but for generally, guys, the culture. There's not much culture left in China. I mean, I wanted to do something like it's not anti-China or something, but when you hawk in the street, when you go like that on the street, nobody will actually look at you. They think it's perfectly normal. Another thing is when you take a sneeze, you don't like not me, okay, but when you see other people take a sneeze and they don't cover their mouth in the subway, just go like that. People won't even look at the guy. It's just like it's normal. It's every day. But if you talk like that in Hong Kong and you spit, you get caught spitting. That's like an $800 US fine right on the spot. Or if you caught smoking, it's $800 US on the spot. If if you just sneeze like that on a public place, people would look at you and say, "WTF? What the hell's going on?" Cover your mouth with a tissue. They'll offer you a tissue. So that's how it's doing. Hey, Will, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Yeah, we're talking about. I'm stuck in Philippines here. So for the guys who just joined me, I'm in staying in Makati, and I supposed to be I'm supposed to be gone on Saturday, but now I extended my stay because of the virus in Hong Kong, and they delayed the school even more. So I'm thinking I might want to go back to North America directly from Manila. If I go back to Hong Kong, I have to be quarantined in North America for about 2 weeks. So now I'm deciding should I just go to North America and stay there with my mom. Yeah, it's true. I'm staying in a service apartment. It's a two-bedroom service apartment, and it's like a hotel here, and it's really comfy here, and it's like 6 stars. But my wallet was 6 stars when I came, so now it's 2 stars. it's It's thinning out, guys. Yeah, but for the safety of everybody. Yeah, the Filipino. Yeah, it's so funny talking about Filipino nuggets, guys. I went to 7-Eleven and we were hungry. We just got uh, nuggets, and my daughter said I could get some nuggets. And the thing is, excuse me, mom, do you want some rice? So what I understand, anything you get a sausage, you get a nugget, you get anything, they'll offer you rice with the nugget. And people eat here is really simple. They will just have a sausage and then just a bowl of rice, and that'll be their lunch. They're simple people. So let me read some comments here. Yeah, Jim, it's a good idea to stay with my mom right now. So I'm just going to be doing more looking at the ticket, checking out the tickets. Maybe I'll go Filipino Airlines or some is it Filipino Airlines or something like that. Just take a one-way ticket to Vancouver from here on because everything's so uncertain. But Cathay Pacific, in a way, we have to lay over in Hong Kong too. But we have to get rid of our tickets returning to Hong Kong would be useless. Yep. So almost an hour, guys. And let me get the camera and show you around this awesome place. So there's a swimming pool, and for the smokers, there's a smoking area over there. So they separate the smoking area, and this is the condo right here, service apartment. And this is inside here. You would have breakfast every day. They'll serve like from 7 to 10 every morning. It's included, and you would see a lot of regular apartments getting built, brand new. No, it's brand new. Nobody in there now, and they're selling these apartments. So there's a lot of Chinese banks making out loans to the Filipino people to build a massive apartment here in the Philippines. My camera properly on this tripod. Luckily, I brought this tripod along with me. I brought a lot of stuff with me actually on this trip. I don't know why, and plus I got some prescription drugs here because I ran out because I only had a week, and drugs here are pretty cheap. It's cheaper than Hong Kong. Yeah, Jim, it's true that even Canadian citizens are having problems getting into Canada. Yeah, they have to be quarantined for 14 days. So the thing that I have advantage leaving from the Philippines that I don't have to be quarantined because I already been here for over a week. We have no symptoms of any sickness at all. Okay, yeah, I have my drone with me. Actually, I got a at the States Best Buy. I bought a. I'll put the link down. It's a mini drone from DJI. It's really small. It's only 249 grams, so you don't have to register it anywhere, and you can fly it in a really hard place. No, it's more than that, Bong. it's it's a 1,300 square feet apartment, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, living room, dining room. So it's really big. So I think it's it's 300 around 300 US a night. So I was budgeting it for only for a week, but now it's over my budget. So it's yeah, immigration is getting really tough. Things are changing. I so on my last video I did when in Shenzhen while I drove there because I didn't want to take any public transport. I drove my car to Shenzhen, and it was already pretty scary. Now I'm not even getting. It's a lot of money staying here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid getting to Hong Kong because now even the Hong Kong government is review is re, even they are even the Hong Kong government they're refusing to shut off the border for mainland Chinese because the mainland China. Yes, I'm married with a family, uh, but the Filipino girls are really attractive here. Okay, and super friendly. But I'm married. Okay, so you guys, single guys, you might want to visit Philippines. Hey, motorcyclist, I'm in Manila here, Philippines. I'm kind of stuck here. I don't want to go back to Hong Kong because I won't be able to go to any other countries. I need to be quarantined or even barred from. Yeah, 300 US a night. That's crazy. Yeah. So that's why I'm going broke, guys. Really, no divorce in Philippines. So you're stuck with the package, right? Oh dear. So you guys like alimony? You can be paying that for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's true. And even in Hong Kong now, they haven't been to school, and their school fee is like 2,500 bucks US a month, and it's really taking a strain on me. Yeah, thank you for all your comments, guys, and your ideas. What can I do? Yeah, somebody. Hey, John BC. Somebody told me to stay in Sogo. So good, so clean. So Sogo is like a motel. It's something like Motel Six, I guess, in the states, and they advised me just to stay in Sogo. Oh, awesome. Kani, Bunny, welcome to my channel. Yeah, actually, when I first met these guys, I didn't do any YouTube, but it's awesome doing. It's a very small. I have a very small channel, but these guys are like family to me. So welcome aboard. Subscribe and give me a like. Check out my Facebook, Instagram, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, Chinese beautiful girlfriend. You gotta find the right one, okay? Because you don't want the gold diggers. Okay, guys. So uh, here, I'm in Philippines. Everybody's cool. Everybody's nice. I'm feeling like at home. Really welcoming. No prejudice against me at all here. I'm just trying so hard to say I'm from Hong Kong. I came from Hong Kong, not from mainland China, because now everybody's afraid contacting people from mainland China in the Philippines. I mean, the situation is not good. Oh, Indians. Oh, thank you very much. I am Indian. Namaste. Yeah, I would like to travel to India someday. You know, we always have great Indian curry. The chicken tikka, the masala butter chicken, vendanu. Yeah, we know some. We have some curry education. It's a lot of types of curry, and I really enjoy the cheese curry too. Oh, you broke up with your Filipino girlfriend. That's sad to hear, Juan. I'm sure you can find another one. Hey, Larry, how are you doing? Larry, I think you stay in Philippines, right? Mexican girlfriend is good. Yeah, just go to Tijuana. Did you guys check out my video on Tijuana? I almost got like 500,000 views on my little channel on Tijuana because I mean, I really had a hard time filming there because anywhere they say no film, no film, they're really serious. They don't like people taking videos, uh, in Mexico. Thank you very much, Jesse, for helping me out, man. Yeah, chunking. Yeah, actually, I took the kids to chunking. Mentioned the Indian food before. It's really good. And Indian to Pakistani food, I don't know. I don't want to be ignorant, but I think it's similar, right? But I think in the Pakistani they don't eat pork, and the Indian Hindus don't eat cow. Oh, Trinidad. Oh, great, nice. So yeah, man, I have some new people on my channel today, and it was also asked if I wanted salt in my drink. Yeah, maybe they like to put salt in Seven Up. I don't know why. Yeah, it's in the Philippines. A lot of Hokkien Chinese too. Yeah, it's great. So guys, I'll talk for until 1 hour. So if you have any questions, fire at me, and I'll be more than happy to answer. And all this situation, we've got our golf clubs. We can play for free here at the Southwood Golf Course because we're a reciprocal member. But the mood is no good. We don't really feel like enjoying. Like the mood is just different coming here this time. Yeah, I feel really safe in the Philippines. But we lost two cell phones already. Okay, guys, we lost two cell phones. There's a pickpocketer, and my son left the taxi. In that taxi, and the taxi turned off the lights, locked the doors, and zoomed off with our phone inside. And we're gonna go to the police department. That happened in BGC, and the security department has a video on them, and they're gonna assist us going to the police in BGC, and they said they're pretty sure they're gonna catch this guy. So that's thumbs up. Thank you, Dave. John, bring me a Filipino. There's so many Filipino girls here. Yeah, I feel safe with my Google phone because it's I don't need any identification to get Google Fi. Yep, it's awesome. Yeah, some of my subscribers too also has a Google Fi, and I'm sure you guys it works more than 300 countries around the world, and it's no roaming. It's, police, Bong, I gave when I wrote the first police report, I gave him 1,000 peso tips, and he says, and nowadays we can't take tips, we can't take tips. So at least I try to give them, appreciate their work. Yeah, I'm sure in Trinidad there are places you should go and don't go, and we try to go to places that are safer already, but we are just stupid. I'm just a stupid tourist, you know. So yeah, so Pixel phones are really awesome, Dave. So I used to in Guangzhou, Dave. Dave is my subscriber. I met up with him in Hong Kong. Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I hope you stay safe, Dave, if you in Guangdong province. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, Jim introduced me to the Google Fi. Yeah, and it's awesome. I'm using it too now. My brother's using it. Our family's using all the Google Fi now. It's awesome. Yeah, and it's not censored. So if you go to countries that they block Facebook, block this and that, you just get American tunneling, right? It's a VPN direct connection that is built into your phone service. So it's really secure and awesome. Okay, guys, uh, thank you very much for joining me, and I'm just so happy to get in touch with you, awesome guys. Thank you, Jesse, and guys, give me a like if you can. Check out my Facebook. Give me a like on my Facebook. Follow me, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on the situation in the Philippines and in Hong Kong. And would I go back to Hong Kong, or should I just get a ticket just to go to North America for this time being? Okay, guys. So I'm gonna sign off now, and yep. And I got a wireless microphone. I got this Rode, so I can walk away. Here, let me walk away a little bit. Right. So you just wear your flip flops here, and everything is good. You can hear me. You see, it's cool. I'm using the wireless microphone. It's awesome. And it's really nice staying in the Philippines during this period of time. It's not hot. I think the maximum temperature gets to around 80, under 90 degrees. Under 90, like 88 degrees, 89, and it gets down to the low 80s at nighttime. And it has a breeze all the time, so I don't really sweat, here. Okay, guys, I'm signing off, and thank you for all the likes. Check out my Facebook, check out my Instagram, and later on I'll put the links because I haven't done my description box yet. And check out my drone. I'll put it on there. And signing off from Philippines, Manila. And I hope I don't lose any phones this time. And I hope we can catch this guy who stole my phone. And I'll try to film something on that later on. Okay. Good night for you guys in North America, and a good afternoon for you in Southeast Asia, Hong Kong, and China. Take care, guys. Bye bye.